My name is Lucas Sinitis. I am 17 years old and I'm part of the New Frontier.
I'm Garrett Kahn, and I'm 18 years old.
It's pretty much just a place to hang out. People of all backgrounds come there. Some people come here to skate, some people just come there to hang out, and it's perfectly fine.
I see Frontier as like everybody, like family, because like we've been like for all 4 years of my life, I've been skating with the same people and just progressing with them over time and just getting along, basically family.
2 years ago was like more about actual skating, more about actually trying to be good at like trying new tricks and all of that. And like right now it's just like more like just people just come there to sit most of the time. Barely like anyone wants to skate anymore and try new things. I feel like 2 years ago was way better. It was more fun, and like it was more encouraging to actually skate.
Well, now it just died down. Like 2 years ago, there was a bunch of people that like skated, and it was just more fun, like good vibes, positive vibes. And now it just dies down, and like some people just stopped skating for like other reasons.
So my friend Nolan uh, was going to skate, so he put down his phone on a ramp and just went down and skate. And about half an hour later, he goes to look for his phone, and it wasn't there. And like he saw some kid like sniffing around there like for like quite a while, so we assumed he was the stealer. He definitely was. Like I have no doubt in my mind. Yeah, some non-local. We don't know where he's from. We don't know what's he doing today. Uh, so we came and confronted him, and like right about when he was to leave. And my friend Nolan doesn't like to talk. He just likes to get down to business. So he just jumps on him, started beating him down. Then some dad out of nowhere comes out, pulls him off, and like I don't know what happened then, but like 3 minutes later, I just see Nolan leave, and the kid's mom come to Frontier looking for Nolan, and we're all like very surprised. It's like that kid stole Nolan's phone, and his mom's like come looking to yell at Nolan. Like I don't see where like any logic in that.
My name is Ben Edwards. I am 20 years old and I am an old Frontier veteran. I've been skating for 9 years, and about 8 to 9 of those years I've been skating at Frontier. Frontier to me means everything. That's where I grew up. That's, where I, learned a lot and kind of grew up in a sense. But I've been skating there for, all of my skate career. That's been my second home. It's kind of my escape, like everywhere I can go, and there was no referees, there wasn't anyone breathing down my neck, but it was a place to get away. But I got a piece of history here that talks a little bit more about that, how much this place means to me. I know you wouldn't see this one coming, but I've kept this for years. It's a copy of a section out of the Naperville Sun from 2007, and it says, I'll read a little part of it. As a regular at Frontier's Park Skate Facility, Ben Edwards, 14, so this was 6 years ago, would love to see some changes. It's fun, he said. It gets really crowded sometimes. I was there with two of my buddies, Eric Youngstrom and Matt Young. We continue to talk about we'd like to see some more stairs, pyramids, rails, ledges, and more open space. They wanted to change it. They originally wanted to take the entire park out and make it super small. And we were like, no, like, that's a horrible idea. Why would you do that? We wanted to have an influence. So we started going to these meetings. We suggested all that, and then we said, some more areas for beginners and advanced. And they said the entire project could cost, it says the entire project could cost between $600,000 to $800,000. So we'd go to these meetings, and we'd have our say. We weren't going to let them take our park away. All right, so Brandon Bringus Memorial Day, it was a Monday that, unfortunately, and we didn't even know that, one of our best friends, saddest moment in our lives, passed away. And he it was a Tuesday when a lot of us found out. I remember walking around the neighborhood, going from house to house, like trying to get in contact with people. I remember one of my best friends, Rafe Marsden. He was like out and about. He like slept over at like one of our buddy Ryan's houses, and I was trying to get a hold of him the whole time. And I was just seeing neighbors, and it was super, super upsetting because Brandon was the life of like our neighborhood, and like just seriously like one of the couldn't even, words can't describe how great of a person that kid was. He was like around the time we were watching Rob and Big a lot, he'd always call me Big and I'd call him Rob. Like he was like my little brother. And we were walking around the neighborhood. I was walking around the neighborhood and just trying to get a whole figure out what the heck was going on. And I ran into Tyler Spike and a group of kids from Brandon's age group, and I guess they had just came from the Bringus house. Tyler's like, "Hey, you want to come with me? We're going to my house." And I was like, "Oh, I'm supposed to meet up with all these people." And he's like, and this was Tyler Spike. And I was like, "All right, well, let's just all go to Tyler Spike's house." So sure enough, we're at Tyler Spike's house, and there's a group of 30 plus kids in his basement. And everyone, we're just talking about everything, and Ryan Kelly is sitting at the Spike's bar in the basement, and he says to me, "Man, we got to skate hard for Brandon. We got to have a good session for him." And I just thought to myself, I was like, that's it, light bulb. I was like, let's have a session for him. Let's have this huge blowout session. Everyone's invited, and just do it in his honor. And because skateboarding was something he'd love to do. So I had to go to work at Subway. It was my first day on the job too. It was horrible, but I had to be there in like 20 minutes. So I had to take off, and I started grabbing people. I was like, "Look, 7 p.m. sharp. Be at Frontier Skate Park. Be there. Tell everyone you know. Just tell everyone." I just started spreading the word. I go to work. 7 o'clock rolls around. My phone starts blowing up. People are calling me like, "Dude, where are you? Where are you?" I get to the park, and I didn't even realize it, but there's like a couple hundred people. The newspaper's there. The news is there. The Bringuses are there. We said this huge prayer, and then we all bum rushed the park. And I was the first one, and I remember saying under my breath and used a couple swear words, but I was like, "I'm gonna tear this place up. Like I'm gonna blank this place up." Like I was gonna. The vibe there was insane. Everyone, we were all like so upset, but we got so many different age groups of friends together. So many people came together and had this insane event. We all skated so good, and it was kids who hadn't skated in a long time actually came out to really show their support, and it was seriously although the day before that day was the worst day of my life, I definitely think it was one of the best memories I'll have. And one of my favorite memories from skating was, I remember it was me, Andy Polich, Joey Janae, Brian Coyle, Eric Knoll. I think Sean Gallagher was there. I think Rafe Marsden was there. There was like a group of 12 of us, and we went to this last meeting for the park, and they had 3 ramp plans, and they were horrible. They were going to destroy our park, and we were like, "No, we're not going to let that." And we were tearing it apart, and so we had to say, we said, this is our home, and we're not going to let them, change it. So we kept our old ramps, and we got our new ramps, and still Frontier.